Okay, now let's come to the all-important definition of a decree. Section 2, subsection 2, right, defines what a decree is. Now, bear with me as I take you through the definition of decree, elements of what constitute a decree, and finally, towards the end of this unit, you will be able to appreciate the importance of defining decree. Okay, so what's decree? Decree means the formal expression of an adjudication, right? Decree is formal in nature. It's a formal document. Yeah, it's the formal expression of an adjudication, which so far as regards the court expressing it, conclusively determines the rights of the parties. What must be the result of that adjudication? The result of the adjudication must be the conclusive determination of the rights of the parties. With regard to what? Well, with regard to all or any of the matters in controversy in the suit, and may be either preliminary or final. Okay, now don't fret. I'm going to take you through the meaning of each and every one of these words, right? What are the tests? Okay, so basically you have 5 tests, right, for determining whether a document or order is a decree. For determining whether an order is a decree, you have 5 tests. What are those 5 tests? They were laid out in the case of Satnam Singh versus Surinder Kaur by the Supreme Court. The first test is there must be an adjudication. Okay, what does that mean? Right, the meaning of adjudication. If there is no judicial determination of the matter in dispute by court, there can be no adjudication. Right, let me repeat that, get that into your brains. If there is no judicial determination of the matter in dispute by court, there can be no adjudication. What are the elements? Judicial determination of the matter in dispute by a court. Let me give you an illustration. Shorjo brings an action against Supratik for breach of contract. The trial court finds in Shorjo's favor. Supratik files an appeal with the High Court challenging the decision of the trial court, finding in Shorjo's favor. Supratik then decides to withdraw his appeal and the High Court grants him permission to do so. This order by the High Court is not a decree and it does not supersede the decree of the trial court in Shorjo's favor. What does that mean? Very simple, right? The trial court has said, Shorjo, here is a decree in your favor. Yes, Supratik, yes, has breached the contract that the two of you entered into. Here is a decree. The decree being a formal expression, right? And the decree says, Shorjo, you are entitled to damages of so and so, which Supratik shall pay, etc., etc. Right? That's a decree. Okay, Supratik takes that decree and he appeals it to the High Court, challenging the decision of the trial court. He appeals it to the High Court, and then Supratik, well, wisdom dawns on him and says, you know what, I've actually breached this contract. I don't want to waste my time. So what does Supratik decide to do? He decides to withdraw his appeal. Right? He decides to withdraw his appeal that's already been filed in the High Court, and the High Court grants him permission to do so. Why? Well, at the end of the day, if you want to withdraw your appeal, we don't want to be burdened with your case, right? Now, this order by the High Court is not a decree, and it does not supersede the decree of the trial court in Shorjo's favor. Do you understand why it's not a decree? It's very simple. There has been no adjudication on the appeal by Supratik. If there was an adjudication, essentially, and the High Court overturns the decision of the trial court, then, right, that's a different ballgame. There has been an adjudication, a judicial determination, right, of the matters in dispute. Okay, so please go through this illustration and try to understand the difference between a decree and merely an order by the High Court, right, granting Supratik permission to withdraw his appeal. And if it's still not clear, right, leave a message on our forum cause list and I'll get back to you and clear the doubt for you.